Well, we lost another game we should have won, right? What's up, Shark fans? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about tonight's game or last night's game, depending on whenever you watch this. The San Jose Sharks fall to the Anaheim Ducks late in the third period, going down 2-0, going 0-1-1 on the season. Both games I feel like we should have won. Let's just put that out there. We should be 2-0 at this point. But rookie mistakes, new team mistakes, not gelling together on the same page. It happens. At least we're getting it out of the way early and not later. Okay. Unfortunate, yeah, for sure. I definitely think we should be 2-0 at this point. Sure, you'll agree with me. For sure, game one, we should have had that one. That was just, yeah, I'm past that now. All right. Tonight's game, though, there's some promise there. There is some hope on the horizon, even without Celebrini. If you haven't heard, he's placed on injured reserve. I'm sure you have. It's been the talk amongst the hockey world pretty much all day today. Him and Barkov, and among other things, Buffalo Sabres finally won today, so that's another thing. But yeah, we're gonna talk about tonight's game a little bit in depth, a little bit of things about things I liked. So let's hop over to some stats. Going head to head tonight, these two teams, man. Both these teams, right, rebuilding. I think Anaheim is maybe like a half step ahead of us in their rebuild. They look pretty good. Like, I'm gonna give them their cookies. All right, they look pretty good. The Sharks looked incredibly better. Well, they've looked incredibly better than last year. Okay. I think that's kind of a given. Like I said, with or without Celebrini, I think this team it's on the right path. They're a different team when he's with them after the one game that we've seen him play. But yeah, it's very evident that when he is on the ice or in the lineup, the Sharks are better. But let's talk about this head-to-head real quick. Shots on goal tonight. Both of them taking 30. You wouldn't think the Sharks had 30 tonight because a lot of those shots were coming from the outside, or on the outside of the perimeter. It didn't look like a whole lot were going through. There was a stretch in the third period where it looked like we were going to get one. Like, it really, I thought for sure we're going to get one. It just never came. We did get one early in the game. Was called back on offsides, which was questionable. All right. I'm going to say questionable because I'm a Sharks fan, and I love that play, and I love that goal. Just unfortunate that it was offsides. Power plays tonight. Couldn't get it done tonight. Couldn't get one. PP1 definitely missing Macklin Celebrini. Although it didn't look horrible tonight, it just looks better when he's in the lineup. Okay. I was surprised I didn't see Will Smith on PP1. I don't think Warzowski wants to mess with that chemistry on the second power play unit, so I was okay with it. He's still learning. We're all still learning this team. And it's only game 2, so I won't trip about that. What I will be, I'm a little ticked off about the undisciplinedness that we showed tonight's 5 power play or 5 penalties on us. Their 5 power play opportunities. PK did a good job killing those things off, but there were a couple there there's a couple back-to-back penalties where I wasn't stoked, and neither was Warzowski. You can see that on the bench pretty evidently. Penalty minutes 8-12, hits, not overall physical game. Younger team, both these guys are younger teams. I feel like the physical play in younger teams like this is never really evident. Like, everyone is still trying to find their game. If you have a physical player, they can play physical. Ask Clem Costin about that, throwing the left hook on, I don't even remember who it was on, but man, did he put him on his I was gonna say ass, but it was more of his face. Dude just turned around and just, yeah, he fucked around and found out. Don't mess with Costin, all right? Especially if you're gonna cross check him and leave your face wide open. So yeah, hits was an overall physical game tonight. Block shots, Ducks had 18, we had 10. That I can agree with that. Like I said, all the shots that we were kind of throwing on net seemed like they never got through. They were all coming from around the perimeter, and if they did come through, it was an easy save. So yeah, giveaways, takeaways. I'm not gonna read too much into it. Scores one that counts and the one that matters. Yeah, said it's a game that I feel like we should have won. Celebrini's presence was definitely missed, but we can't rely on that alone. I like the way the team is going. I do. I'm pretty sure a lot of Sharks fans will agree with this. This team looks better. Even though we haven't won yet, we look better. And if this keeps rolling this way, I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a lot more wins. We can talk about one other thing, though. The goaltending. I wasn't stoked when I learned that we had gotten Vanecek, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I was like, kind of whatever. Another Band-Aid, so to speak. Granted, he's only played one game for us. We're going to look at his stats really quick. 29 shots against, 1 goal against, .966 save percentage. I don't think you can ask for anything better than that. Really, you can't. It's not a crazy resume to judge his performance, but I felt like tonight he played better tonight than Blackwood did the other night. I would not be surprised to see him kind of take that position away or take that role away from Blackwood. If he plays like this, like he did tonight, I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with either of them. I mean, it's just kind of like, yeah, Blackwood just does nothing for me. But Vanecek, I'm cool with that. All right. Other positive goalie news. Askarov started tonight for the Barracuda. Got a shutout. Yeah. I'm not going to read too much more into that because that is a couple months away, but let's just put that on our radar a little bit there, a little check mark there. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, not a whole lot to say here tonight other than, yeah, Celebrini was missed. The team looks better for sure. I can definitely tell that this team is on the right path. We might have some bumps, some bruises, and some hiccups along the way, but this team they're different. I'm liking Wallman's play. I'm liking Zetterlund's play. Granlund's play. Will Smith, I'm still kind of like, he's got to find his way a little bit. We have a road trip coming up here. It's going to be a tough one. Chicago, Dallas, Winnipeg, or Dallas, Chicago, Winnipeg. I forget the order, but it's going to be a tough challenge for our boys on the road. I'd be surprised to see how we do. I think this is going to be a little bit of a telling week, our next stretch of games for us. Again, we won't have Celebrini for a while, so we'll see how things play out. But other than that, man, I will give a little golf clap to the Sharks tonight. It was a very, very good effort. I'm impressed. The Ducks, me. I'm not gonna say too much about the Ducks. I think they're kind of right there with us as far as like how their rebuild is going. We'll judge it in a year or two on who's doing better, but yeah, that's a story for a different time. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a San Jose Sharks fan. If you're a Sharks fan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're talking about the Sharks. I'm covering them a lot more this year than I did, or I haven't even done in the past. All right, so what's up? Follow along. I will catch you guys in the next one. You guys have a good one, and go Sharks, I guess.